It is always refreshing to come to your screens each and every day with good news. Congratulations to all of you who were able to apply to the Finland joint application for this spring 2023. For those of you who applied to the University of Applied Sciences, the entrance exam is coming on 8 February 2023. Congratulations in advance to all of you who have received invitation for the first phase of the entrance exams. In this video, we are going to show you the tricks, the tips and the clues for you to successfully pass the first phase of the entrance exam so that you could advance to the next stage, which is the interview session. If you want to find out more, don't go anywhere and we'll be back. The University of Applied Sciences entrance exam is a single sit exam that when you sit and write, your scores will be sent to all the multiple schools you applied to. So if you applied for 5 courses or 4 courses, you don't have to write the entrance exam 4 times. You just have to sit down once, write the exams, get it, and the scores will be shared among all the courses that you chose. Therefore, it is very important that you put out your best as far as the entrance exams is concerned. The time for the first phase of the 2023 entrance exam is on 8 February 2023, and starting at 12 o'clock Finnish time, the exams portal is going to be open. The good news is that you are going to write this exam remotely. So irrespective of your geographical location, you are not going to be denied of writing this exam. These are the phases of the exam. The first is the written component, which is taking place on the 8th of February 2023. When you finish the first phase, then you progress to the next stage, which is the group interview session. In the first phase, which is the written exams, there are common exam sessions that you need to write. And the common exam sessions include the reasoning skills, which is giving a maximum of 20 points and at a duration of 25 minutes. The aim of the reasoning skills is to assess your logical reasoning and your problem solving skill. Another common exam session is the English language skill. The duration of this session is 20 minutes and it intends to test your understanding in reading skill, interpretation of text, your vocabulary and your linguistic reasoning. Here also, be cautious that if you get an answer wrong, you are going to get a minus point. Apart from these 2 sessions, there are field-specific sessions that you need to take into consideration. And the first of them is the mathematical skill. If you're an applicant who left your application in the field of technology, business administration and ICT, natural resources, tourism and hospitality, seafaring, social services, healthcare, sports and exercise, and beauty, then you need to take these mathematical skills. The duration of the mathematical skills session is 25 minutes. Here, they are going to test your basic mathematical skills such as percentages, such as first-degree equations, geometry, mathematical logical reasoning, and interpretation of tables, graphs, and diagrams. Here, there is an inbuilt calculator that you can use during the session. The next session is the advanced mathematical skills, which is also scheduled for 30 minutes. That is primarily targeted to people who apply to the technology field. Here, this is more advanced level that are going to test your mathematics and your physics reasoning skill. The next session is your ethical skills. For this session, all applicants in the fields of social services, healthcare, sports and exercise, beauty care, humanities and education are the ones who would write this ethical skills exams. It's only 10 minutes and they are going to assess your skills in recognizing ethical nature of statement. Be wary also that answer is going to fetch you a negative point. Next is the emotional intelligence skill. Here also, in the disciplines of humanities and education, beauty care, sports and exercise, healthcare, and social services are going to write this exam. Your abilities in recognizing and controlling emotions, your emotional intelligence skills are going to be assessed in this session. In order to advance to the next stage, which is the group interview session, you need to have a certain cutoff. And some of the things you are going to take into consideration is the number of declared study places. In the field of business administration and business information technology, the number of study places available are 960. And out of these 960, they are going to invite 4 times that number to the next stage, which is the group interview phase. Same way, for people who apply to technology field, 836 study places have been declared, and out of that, 3 times that number are going to be invited to the next stage. Humanities and education, the declared number of study places are 28, of which 3 times that number are going to advance to the second phase of the exams. For seafaring, with a declared number of 40 study places, 6 times that number are going to the next phase. Natural resources, social services, healthcare, sports, beauty, tourism, and hospitality all have 45, 493, and 123 less spaces respectively. And 3 times that number or 4 times that number are going to be invited for the final phase of the entrance exams, which is the group interview phase. Something for you to note that to advance to the next day, which is the group interview phase, they are going to invite you to the course which is highest on your form. So for example, if you selected 6 courses in the areas of nursing, business, ICT, education, and so on and so forth, the first one on your list, for example, which is the nursing, that is what they are going to invite you to the group interview phase. Now let us look at the second phase, which is the group interview session. The reasons for the group interview session is to assess your oral English skills, and roughly in half an hour everyone is going to give the same topic for all of you to have a collaborative discussion. The maximum score for the group session is 40. You have to also be careful because they are also going to assess your interactive skills with co-students. So first let us check the reasoning skills. So this is how the interface is going to be for you. The sample question is, for example, 5 schoolmates, Ben, Kevin, Franz, Maya, and Alena, competed who was the quickest to build a cat house. They all started the competition at the same time. Ben was ready before Alena, but later than Maya. Kevin was ready before Franz, but only after Alena. Select the correct order of schoolmates from the quickest to the slowest, and they will give you the options for you to choose. Remember that there is an option for you to leave the answer unanswered if you are not sure. Sample question 2. Elias woke up in the middle of the night, and due to a power cut, it was very dark in his apartment. Elias' pencils were in one large box, and he remembered that there were 11 blue pencils, 14 black pencils, and 8 gray pencils in the box. As Elias didn't see the color of the pencils, he picked as many pencils from the box so that he would have at least 2 black pencils. What was the minimum amount of pencils Elias needed to pick to ensure he would get at least 2 black pencils? And when you are done, you click on session complete, submit your results. And for the English language, you could get a question in this form. This is a comprehension question that they are going to give you a question based on the test they have given. Next, there is also like an alternative, like something that you have to choose. Mathematical session, the basic mathematical session, these are some of the things you are going to face with. The next question is example 2 here. Basic elementary mathematical questions that you need to also refresh your mind before you go and sit for the entrance exams. For the advanced mathematical skills, these are some of the things that you are going to face. I'm going to leave the link of the sample exams for you to also go through them. Next is the sample of questions for the ethical skills. You could also face a question like this scenario. Finally, let us look at the emotional intelligence question. So you could have a question with a picture and you're supposed to tell the facial expression of this person. the sample questions that you might meet during your entrance exams. Prepare in advance and sit for these exams because it is really going to determine whether you are going to advance to the next stage, which is the group interview or not. We wish all of you the very best of luck through the preparation and go and perform excellently at these exams. We are always happy to come your way with tricks, tips and clues in your study abroad academic pursuit. Please, if you found this information very useful and very inspiring, please smash the subscribe button and become part of the family if you haven't joined the family yet. Wish you all the best as you prepare for these exams. You can follow us on all our social media platforms at studyabroad_GEM. On Twitter, on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, everywhere you can find us at the handle at studyabroad_GEM. If you want to reach out to the team, you can do so at nytkbrand@gmail.com. Thank you very much for your time, and until we meet again, peace out.